Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Friday, January 5th. We've just ended the first week of 2024. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Phuket Governor Sapon Suwanarat today confirmed that the 7 days safety campaign for the New Year from December 29 to January 4th concluded officially with 2 people killed and 40 admitted to the hospital for various injuries sustained in 40 accidents recognized by local officials. The last day of the campaign, yesterday, saw officials recognize just 7 road accidents, from which 5 people were admitted to the hospital for injuries. National Road Safety Agency, Thai RSC, however, recorded 5 people killed in road accidents in Phuket during the 7 days, Phuket's worst tally since 2019, when the island recorded 7 deaths on the roads over the New Year holidays. Governor Sapon was told that motorbikes were the vehicles most frequently involved in accidents in Phuket, with the leading cause attributed to risky behaviors such as driving above the speed limit. Additionally, there's a focus on following up on legal proceedings related to accidents involving individuals under 20 years old. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. An altercation between a group of British and South African tourists ended with several going to Patong Hospital for medical treatment as local police in the area attempted to quell the disturbance. While the exact time and location of the conflict were not disclosed by Phuket Tourist Police, photos from the scene depicted officers, local security guards, and foreign volunteers calming down several able-bodied foreign men near the eastern entrance to Bangla Road. Police say the quarrel erupted between British tourists and South African tourists in Phuket's main designated entertainment zone, with several of the injured parties taken to Patong Hospital with minor injuries. Officials withheld the identities of the tourists involved and made no mention of police charges. According to Phuket Tourist Police, the parties reached a resolution amongst themselves following law enforcement intervention. In late December, Phuket Tourist Police certified 117 volunteer guards to help bolster safety on Bangla Road, where the nightlife venues were granted 4 a.m. closing. The aim of the volunteer guards participating in the training was, quote, to create confidence among them so they know and understand their role and duty of being a good host in helping to take care of the safety of tourists in Soy Bangla, according to Phuket Tourist Police. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from a window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. And in the pleasure, see your pressure just before you break a bone.
Officials in the capital are looking to raise the minimum age of marriage from 17 years old to 18 years old in an effort to be consistent with international principles, according to the Bangkok Post. The change is being proposed by the National Human Rights Commission and would include amendments to the Civil and Commercial Code and relevant laws. A minimum age of 18 would be in line with guidelines set out in the Universal Periodic Review Mechanism of the United Nations Human Rights Council. The NHRC was cited by the Bangkok Post as saying that criteria and practices according to Islamic principles, especially where forced childhood marriage is concerned, must be improved to be consistent with international human rights principles. When the minimum age for marriage was adjusted under the Civil and Commercial Code, the Central Islamic Council of Thailand was required to make adjustments as well in order to comply. The Rights Commission forwarded its proposal to the Cabinet, seeking it to assign agencies such as the Justice Ministry, the Social Development and Human Security Ministry, and the Central Islamic Council of Thailand to jointly amend the laws. For more, visit the link in the description. Thailand has set a target of welcoming 40 million foreign arrivals this year, something that tourism operators nationwide believe would be a challenge so soon. Thailand welcomed roughly 28 million foreign tourists in 2023, who generated 1.2 trillion baht in revenue. While the numbers are encouraging, they fall well short of the record set in 2019, with nearly 40 million arrivals who generated 1.9 trillion baht. Thailand is looking to once again reach that nearly 40 million tourist arrival mark for 2024. But while last year's numbers are encouraging, a litany of tourism operators say Thailand is likely to not reach that number this year. The head of the Association of Chonburi Tourism Federation stated that the Chinese market would need to recover to reach the 40 million arrivals mark, as last year, the Chinese market only contributed 3.5 million tourists in 2023, compared with almost 10 million in 2019, amid tourist safety concerns in Thailand. In addition, a shift to the Indian market could offset the large Chinese tour group segment, as the nation already surpassed China as the world's most populous, with the Indian market spanning various tiers, from budget tour groups to high-end luxury weddings and corporate meetings. Officials also say that the number of Russian tourists at 1.48 million might near the level of 2019, but the future trend is worrying, as many Russia-based flight operators are struggling to lease more jets for their fleets. Meanwhile, one of the top officials at the Thai Hotels Association and the vice president of Thailand's Incentive and Convention Association stated that the ambitious target would mean that Thailand has to prioritize high-value segments like meetings, conventions, and exhibitions. For more, visit the link in the description. Thank you so much for joining us today here on Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. Have a great weekend out there, and we'll see you back on Monday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.